all bent because it's lawnmower.
Hi, Dirty Girl here with the 2015 Reseller Year in Review and Tag video. Thank you to Vincent Romano 26. I think that's what your handle is. Anyway, thank you for tagging me, and sorry it's taken me so long to get with the program here, but I have had some huge video problems. And the last haul video, I put it up, but it ended up having 2 soundtracks when before it had no soundtracks. And anyway, apparently the original video is so corrupted that anything I do with it is tainted, and I finally did one more edit and tried to upload, and it just refuses to upload onto YouTube, so I'm giving up. So sorry about that. It was a really nice haul video. You'll just have to take my word for it. Okay, so now let's go with the year in review. There's a series of questions that I have to answer. Okay. Of course, they're covered up by my fat head. Okay. My best pickup of the year has to be the infamous auction box. I paid $50 for the auction box, and so far I have made $742.50. And there's just a couple more items from that box that haven't sold. I will link down below to the original haul video that shows the auction box and what all was in it. It was a lot of fun. And the runner-up was my purchase of a lithograph by Millard Sheets. It doesn't really count because I haven't sold it, but I think it's probably worth more than $1,000, and I paid $50 for it at an estate sale plus $200+ to have it framed. And if you watch my haul videos, you'll see it hanging on the wall behind me. I really like it so much I just haven't gotten around to figuring out what it's worth and selling it. I may need to take it to an auction house or something because it's just huge. I don't think it's something I can mail. So, but meanwhile, I'm just enjoying it because I think it's pretty. Okay, and my next question is, what was my biggest sourcing fail? I'd say it may have been the big baggie of knives I bought at the exact same auction I bought the wonderful auction box. I paid $50 for 6 knives that turned out to be, most of them, really crappy. But in the end, I did make a little profit. I made something like $20 in profit. I did sell them all eventually. But, it was a lot of work for $20. And my runner-up might be the Moviola film sound syncing piece of equipment that I got that I paid $55 for, and it's still sitting in my shop unsold. I thought that would get snapped up. It's just a neat piece of movie history. I find it a fascinating piece of machinery, and I will link to the listing so you can go look at it. But as yet, nobody pays much attention to it, and I paid $55 for it. So that's where that is. Best investment in my business that was not stock. I don't know. I bought a new camera. Or I didn't buy it. My husband bought it for me. And it has really improved my picture taking. So I think that was an important investment. That's the only thing I can really think of. Best advice I have received from the reselling community. Oh gosh, I'm always learning lots of good things from you guys. But one person that I watch a lot is Terminal 99. Now, he doesn't so much participate in the little group that we have going here. But, I don't know, maybe he does, maybe he just hasn't responded to me. But he is a really successful eBay guy. And one of the things that he emphasized is buying lots of things. So you buy a lot of the same thing, like a big lot of patches or a big lot of, I don't know. But he's always buying, hundreds of things where he can do the listings fairly easily, and just, change small things in the listing and, keep selling the same thing over and over and over. It just becomes a big, big money pot. And I think that is really good advice. My problem is I haven't found a lot of opportunities to source things in large numbers. But I still think it's really good advice. And the other really good advice is kind of in the same vein that I got from Joyce Barnhart of, I'll put the link down below. It's Thrift and Pick Country Style, I think. Oh gosh, my apologies, Joyce. But she emphasized listings that are for a little bit higher price and bundling things together so that you can ask $20 for something instead of $7 or $8 or $10 for something. You put two compatible things together, and then you only have the price of one listing and the work of one listing, and you can sell it for more money. And I have actually been doing that a little bit and trying to work on having higher priced listings and not so many low priced listings, although I do think it's a good idea to have at least some low priced listings because it's a good gateway into your shop, because people do sort by price when they're searching. But anyway, I have been trying to do that, group 3 and 4 and 5 brooches together, or something, a lot of postcards together. And I have made some sales like that, so I think that's really good advice. And those are the only two that come to mind real quick. Okay, let's see, there's her name. Thrift and Pick Country Style. That's Joyce's YouTube channel. Okay, funniest or strangest thing that has happened to me while I was sourcing. I would have to say it was at an estate sale where there was a sign-up list on the front porch and someone stole it. And people got so bent out of shape about this that they almost had to call the police. And there was people, pushing and shoving and screaming and yelling and throwing punches. And it was frankly a little bit scary. People get just really invested in where they are in line at an estate sale before it starts. And, I don't think it's worth getting punched in the face for. So, but yeah, that was kind of funny. Kind of funny, kind of scary. And my biggest bugbear, I love that. I've always called it bugbear, but anyway, is in the same vein as the thing I just mentioned, is people standing in line at a estate sale and being really rude. And there have been times when I've been on my way up to the front porch to put my name on the waiting list, and somebody, would literally sprint in front of me and shove their way in front of me so they could get ahead of me on the list. And people who cheat to get inside before their, before their turn, and people who take advantage of estate sale people who are being overwhelmed by the number of people who are trying to get in. And I just why do people have to be so rude? I don't know, but that's my big complaint. Okay, let's see, what else have we got here? Best feedback of the year. That was hard for me because I get a lot of nice feedback, and I think most of it says pretty much the same thing, and there's nothing that really stands out. But I did write down this one that said, because it was just so full of personality, she said, "What a totally nifty bracelet. At first I thought 70s, but when I got it in hand, I realized it reminded me of some of my crazy Aunt Hattie's stuff. It feels a bit like a metallic snake. Uber cool find." So I really like that feedback. But I also like it when people say, when they compliment my packaging, because I'm a little bit I don't know, my package, I use recycled packaging as much as I can, so my packages are not as pretty as some other people's, but I try to be, super careful and pack it where things won't break. But I do recycle bubble wrap and peanuts and envelopes and everything, so I always feel good when somebody compliments my packaging. And let's see, what product has surprised you this year? I think that means sort of what category of products has surprised me. And for me, it would be knives. I never imagined myself to be a big knife seller person, but I have become really, really interested in knives, and I've been buying them every chance I get and making some really good profits on some, and not so good profits on others. It's a very interesting subject that I'm trying to read a lot about and learn, and so I guess I think that's what that question meant. Anyway, that's been my biggest surprise. The bestseller this quarter in Q4, I think, has been my plique à jour bowl, which is an enamel Chinese bowl. I got it in the auction box previously mentioned, and so I paid just a few dollars for it and sold it for $125. So that was a good one. And what is my aim for 2016? Well, like a lot of people, I want to get more organized, and I in particular want to get my inventory organized, because that's my office and my inventory is just sort of everywhere. And it is mostly organized in that I can find it. I have a system for writing down where I put things, but it's just everything is just stacked on top of everything else, and you can't even move in my office. So I guess that would be my aim for 2016. And maybe I will have to move some of my inventory to the garage so that I can have room to move in my office. But anyway, that is my year-end review. Thanks for listening if you've gotten this far. And Happy New Year. And I will see you again in 2016. I will have a sales video coming up soon. That's going to be my next video. All right, thanks. Have a good one. Bye.